If you're looking to retire soon, do not move until you see this. These states look cheap and sunny, but the hidden costs and healthcare problems will eat your retirement alive. I'll reveal the 3 worst states you must avoid and the 3 best ones that can actually protect your money and lifestyle. Let's start in Mississippi, ranked 3rd worst. On paper, it looks like a deal. The average home cost is $177,427, and that's up 3% from 2024. Homes are lingering on the market for around 45 days as of mid-2025, which tells you demand is steady but not frantic. You're in a humid subtropical climate. Think hot summers, mild winters, plenty of moisture. Day-to-day costs look friendly too. The cost of living runs 22% lower than the U.S. average in 2024, which means your grocery cart and utility bills typically take a smaller bite. Compared to the national average, it's lower. No debate there. Builders are active where people actually want to live. The Gulf Coast, Gulfport, Biloxi, Ocean Springs, plus the Jackson Metro and Madison and Rankin counties, with towns like Madison, Ridgeland, and Brandon. Land costs and permitting tend to be favorable, and the demand in suburban and coastal areas keeps dirt moving. Taxes sound retiree-friendly. Social Security benefits aren't taxed. The state's general sales tax sits at 7%, while groceries drop to 5% starting July 1st, 2025. Locals may tack on small add-ons. And the income tax is a flat 4% in 2025 with a phase-down plan on the books to reduce or eliminate it over time. Property taxes are low compared to the U.S. average, so why does it land on the worst list? Access to quality health care is harder to come by than in most other states, and exposure to hurricanes and tornadoes raises insurance risk. Those 2 realities can wipe out the savings on paper when you need care or coverage. Now slide 1 state over to Louisiana, the 2nd worst on this list. The average home cost is $196,979. Yes, that's the figure cited from Zillow. And homes are taking roughly 50 to 55 days to sell statewide in mid-2025. The climate is also humid subtropical, with an average annual temperature around 67 degrees Fahrenheit, hot, humid summers, and mild winters. Costs look attractive at first glance. The cost of living is relatively low, with housing and utilities particularly affordable, even if there isn't a precise percentage pinned to it. Relative to the national average, it's lower. Construction is strong along the Interstate 10 and Interstate 12 corridors, Baton Rouge, and the fast-growing Ascension and Livingston parishes. Plus, the greater New Orleans North Shore suburbs in St. Tammany like Mandeville and Covington, and in Jefferson Parish as well. Tax-wise, retirees get some wins. Social Security isn't taxed, and property taxes are among the lowest effective rates in the country. But sales tax is where the sticker shock hits. The state rate is 4.5%. Yet local add-ons often drive the combined total to 9 to 10%, putting Louisiana among the highest combined rates nationally. Income taxes are progressive at about 1.85%, 3.5%, and 4.25% in 2025. Most retirement account withdrawals are taxable, though seniors may exclude up to $6,000 per person of retirement income. Here's the rub. Access to quality health care ranks low, and insurance costs, car and increasingly home, are high due to severe weather and hurricanes. Housing might be cheaper, but those hidden costs stack up fast, and that's why Louisiana sits near the bottom. And then there's Kentucky, ranked worst. It doesn't look bad at first glance. The average home cost is $208,456, up 5.8% year over year. Homes move reasonably quickly, spending around 40 to 45 days on the market statewide in mid-2025. The climate averages about 55 degrees Fahrenheit annually, with a humid subtropical and continental mix, hot, humid summers, and cool winters. Your day-to-day expenses about 19% lower than the U.S. average, which is meaningful, and yes, that's lower than the national average. New home construction is strongest in the Louisville metro suburbs like Oldham, Shelby, and Bullitt counties, plus in areas in the Cincinnati metro. Taxes are retiree-friendly. Social Security isn't taxed. The state sales tax is 6%, and most areas don't stack on general local sales tax. Income tax is a flat 3.5% in 2025, with deductions available for retirement income, up to around $31,100 per person from qualifying retirement income, plus the full exclusion of Social Security. Property taxes run low to moderate, below the U.S. average effective rate. But the trade-off is serious. Access to quality health care is below average. The state is prone to floods and tornadoes, and overall quality of life metrics, including healthcare options compared to other states, lag. Despite the attractive tax setup, those risks and service gaps make Kentucky the least favorable for retirees. Okay, quick pause here. I've just given you the 3 worst states to retire in, and honestly, some of them might surprise you, but here's the thing. If you're planning retirement, it's not just about avoiding the wrong state. It's about finding the right one for your lifestyle, budget, and health. So let me ask you this. Which matters more to you? Lower cost of living or better healthcare access? Drop your answer in the comments because trust me, other viewers are thinking the exact same thing you are. And if you're still with me, thank you. You're the kind of planner who doesn't just skim the headlines. You want the full picture. So let's shift gears now and look at the top 3 best states to retire in. Starting with a state a lot of people are overlooking. Third best is North Carolina, and it earns that spot by balancing cost, care, and climate. The median sale price sits around $360,000, and homes typically spend 35 to 45 days on the market, enough turnover that you can find options, but not so much churn that prices are unstable. You'll get 4 true seasons with warm summers and mild to cool winters, and yes, coastal regions do face hurricane exposure. The cost of living is near to slightly below the national average, in the ballpark of 0 to 3% lower overall, and it varies by city. Relative to the national average, North Carolina is lower statewide. Construction is healthy, where people want jobs and amenities. Charlotte, the Triangle, Raleigh and Durham, Wilmington, and the Triad. Mountain and coastal towns see activity too, and there are many 55-plus options if that's your target lifestyle. On the tax front, Social Security is exempt. The sales tax rate starts at 4.75%, with typical combined totals around 6.75 to 7.5%. And income tax is a flat 4.5% in 2025, with scheduled reductions on the horizon. Property taxes land in the moderate low zone, roughly 0.6 to 0.9% effective, depending on county and municipality. The big win here is healthcare access. It's strong in the major metros, thanks to heavy hitters like Duke, UNC Atrium, and Novant. Wilmington and Asheville have good regional access too, though more remote mountain and coastal pockets can be thinner on providers. Taken together, North Carolina offers affordability, dependable health care in the places retirees actually live, and a wide range of new home and 55-plus options, all with seasons that don't punish your joints. Second best is Arizona, and it's about as sunshine forward as it gets. Expect a median sale price around $450,000, with homes taking roughly 45 to 55 days to sell. Statewide, average temperatures run roughly 61 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, but let's be adults about it. The low desert summers are very hot and dry. The winters are mild, and the high country areas run cooler. Your cost of living sits above the national average by about 5 to 10%, depending on the metro. That's the trade for the weather and growth. Construction is strong. Greater Phoenix and Tucson are buzzing. Master plan developments and 55-plus communities are plentiful, and there's no shortage of new home options. Taxes are retiree-friendly, to the point of feeling engineered for you. Social Security is exempt. The state income tax is a flat 2.5%, and property taxes come in low, often around 0.5 to 0.7% effective. The real jewel, though, is healthcare access in Phoenix and Scottsdale. You've got Mayo, Honor Health, Banner, top systems in close proximity, and Tucson holds its own as well. Rural areas can be thinner on care, but in the metro zones where most retirees land, the care is excellent. Layer in year-round outdoor living, golf, desert hikes, and an economy that's still expanding. And Arizona checks a lot of boxes for retirees who want lifestyle without getting pounded by taxes. Number one, and this won't shock anyone who's been paying attention, is Florida. The median sale price is about $415,000, with homes spending roughly 50 to 60 days on market. Average temperatures hover around 71 to 72 degrees Fahrenheit statewide. Mild winters, hot and humid summers. And yes, hurricane risk is part of the package. The cost of living is slightly above national. Think about 2 to 5% higher depending on where you land. New home construction is very strong, especially across Tampa Bay, Orlando, and both the southwest and southeast coasts, with large master-planned and 55-plus communities practically built with retirees in mind. Florida's tax structure is the headline. There's no state income tax, Social Security isn't taxed, and property taxes are low to moderate, roughly 0.8 to 1.0% effective. Primary residents also benefit from the homestead exemption and the Save Our Homes cap, which can help restrain assessed value increases over time. Healthcare access is excellent in major metros and many mid-sized cities, with robust hospital systems and deep specialist benches, exactly what you want in your later decades. Now, the obvious downside, homeowners insurance. Rising costs have bruised affordability. Compared with the steep hikes of 2022 to 2023, though, recent months have brought modest relief for many Citizens customers and at least some signs of stabilization. Still, Florida homeowners' premiums remain historically high, and whether your rate has lessened depends on your carrier, county, your roof and mitigation features, and the latest reinsurance pricing. Even with that caveat, The mix of taxes, healthcare access, lifestyle infrastructure, and new home availability keeps Florida in the top spot. Have you heard about Krish D'Errico yet? She is a real estate agent, passionate about helping people turn their retirement dreams into reality by finding their perfect place to call home. If you're extra curious, planning retirement, and want expert answers, plus a community of folks going through the same thing, check out the private group she's building in the link in description. Because remember, it's not just a retirement, it's a lifestyle.